Here we explore various projects and technologies in a balanced manner, and our aim is to bridge the gap between the intricate world of DeFi and blockchain and the wider community, and to provide a space for informative and approachable discussions. So join us as we dive into the latest developments, trends, and innovations in DeFi space, all presented in a way that's easy to understand. Today, we are thrilled to have Footprint Analytics as our guests. Seems we have quite a few eager participants here. We can start if you're ready, Alex.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Great. So today we have the pleasure of hosting Alex Cooper, Community and BD Manager at Footprint Analytics. Alex, it's a pleasure to have you here. Before we dive into our discussion, could you share a bit about your journey in the crypto space and how your background has shaped your role as community and BD manager at Footprint?
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit about my journey, how I started at Footprint. Kind of started just from traveling. I was working some marketing jobs beforehand, but I sold everything, quit my job, and went traveling. And I went to visit some friends, and one of my friends was living in Mexico, had like a two-bedroom, two-bathroom place right on the beach, working online, paid like $800 a month. It was so cheap. And I was like, man, I came back home. I said, man, I want to get into that. I want to start working online. So my stars kind of aligned, and my friend got me hooked up, starting out as a community guy here at Footprint, and it worked out quite well. And then from there, they started sending me to conferences, started doing really well in the BD, doing the BC pitches, and all that sort of stuff. And then, yeah, here I am now. So I just kind of worked my way up into doing the BD and community at the same time, which is great. So yeah, I guess it's a little bit about me and how I got started at Footprint, and it's been really great. I like talking to people. All my background has been really pretty much talking to people, and I get along with people as well. So it works quite well for me and this position. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to join this space again. So thanks for the invite, Keeg. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for accepting our invitation. I think your journey has given you a lot of experience, and as we move forward, it's clear that your uh, diverse background brings a unique perspective to Footprints. And it's fascinating that how your role combines the technical expertise with the community-oriented approach, as you said. So looking forward to unraveling more layers of Footprints. So, Alex, as we explore the landscape of Footprint, I'm intrigued by the concept of Footprint Growth Analytics, or FGA. Could you shed some light on what FGA is and how it plays a role in helping protocols grow within the crypto space?
Yeah, absolutely. So our footprint growth analytics, or we can let's just call it FGA for now. It is kind of the bridge where you can combine Web 2 and Web 3 data for your protocol. So you could get like a hub of data and analytics for like all different types of uh, members of your team, right? Whether it be the operations team, whether it be the marketing team, whether it be the devs. It's nice to have all of your data in one place, especially combining the on-chain with the off-chain data. This is really helpful for, say, games, growing their ecosystem where there's so much off-chain data that's really nice to have one single portal where they can combine it with the on-chain. This is great for any protocols that are looking for users or user segmentation. If you're doing any kind of airdrops, this is great. And yeah, so it helps like grow because you can really save a lot of time when it comes to your analytics. So you can focus on more stuff like user acquisition strategy, just building out your protocol as a whole, making it better. I mean, devs are super expensive, so anything that we can do to make your data more accessible and easier to read, uh, and while saving time to do that, it's great. So that's a little bit about our growth analytics. And if you guys here listening want to kind of check out a demo of our analytics, you can go to footprint.network/FGA and check it out for yourself. We got some really cool data. And if there's any games, we're mainly focused around games right now. So if there's any games that you guys are playing or following, you guys can actually add it to the growth analytics and check it out for yourselves, which is kind of cool. And yeah, it was really another thing I forgot to mention with the growth analytics as well is you can add pretty much any connector that you want to it. You can add your Google Analytics, your Twitter, your Telegram, your Slack, even really whatever matters for you guys and your protocol and the team. With it, when it comes off chain, you can add that connector, which is super cool. So we're kind of fired up on our analytics. We've been building this FGA for a while, and it's finally ready for you guys to check out. So yeah.
Yeah, it's great. The concept of FGA being a catalyst for growth is really interesting, Alex. And I think uh, it underscores the importance of data-driven strategies in the crypto space, and your insights shed light on how uh, Footprint isn't just a passive tool, but also an active partner for projects, and which empowers them to make decisions that could define their success. And I'm really eager to explore more about the specifics and applications of FGA in the future. So great. Now, as we delve deeper into the offerings of Footprint, I'd like to turn our attention to the interesting concept of uh, reference data and its application in the MetaMosaic product. So, could you please elaborate on what reference data entails and how it uh, adds value to both protocols and users within the crypto space?
Yeah, absolutely. So reference data is really an interesting concept. So essentially, let's say that you're looking at on a block explorer, and you're just checking out transactions, right? But we don't know exactly what happens after the transaction, right? We don't know the relationship between the transaction and these different smart contracts. We don't know if the money or the tokens that you deposit are being used to go into a liquidity pool, if they're being used to stake, if they're being swapped for an NFT, or if they're being traded for other tokens. So reference data provides you with this holistic picture of a transaction's journey, while also providing, smart contract mapping and relationships between smart contracts and transactions, which goes super in depth. And it's quite useful. You can get things like money flow. You can help it out with security and compliance. And that's really what we're building with our Meta Mosaic. So if you guys are curious, if you want to check it out, it's our metamosaic.io. And then from there, you can check out our Ethereum chains. We're going to come out with Ronin soon, which is quite exciting. We also have Nautilus and OPBNB. So with this Meta Mosaic, it's really great for devs looking for more information, because traditionally, or and analysts as well, I should say, because traditionally, if you kind of want to get this reference data, it takes a lot of time, right? You either have to use, you got to manually get these smart contracts to start mapping them, which can take hours, or you can. Or you have to use AI, but then you've got to verify it after. So with the MetaMosaic, we just really aim to save a lot of time for analysts and people doing research with their with their reference data, which is great. So yeah, check it out. You can see a lot of cool things as well. You can see when the latest smart contracts have been dropped on Ethereum. We refresh it every minute. You can also see like deployers. You can see relationship graphs between transactions and protocols, and where kind of the most transactions are coming from. It's really sweet. And as well, we also build out wallet profiles of users that interact with these different smart contracts. So you can see how much gas they spent, what other protocols are interacting with. It's super in depth. So really excited, and I got to do give a little bit of a shout out to Ronin because they're going to be working with us on the Meta Mosaic and getting their chain involved. So I'm super excited for that. For any Axie players or Pixel players out there, um, you're gonna be seeing some footprint stuff, which is cool. But yeah, so really, how does reference data help? Like I said, it helps with like compliance issues by tracking the money flow, helps save time for analysts, and just really gives you a deeper understanding of a transaction's journey and smart contracts that they've been working with.
Great. And the emphasis on reference data on as the compass in the crypto maze is really crucial, and it's great to see how MetaMosaic is not just a data repository, but a robust foundation. And as I read in your documents, a single source of truth for the entire crypto space. And I think this resonates with the need for precision and reliability in decision making for projects and developers. So, looking towards the horizon, are there any upcoming products from Footprint that the community and users can look forward to? Any sneak peeks or exciting developments you'd like to share here?
Yeah, something that's super exciting that I've been getting fired up on and been trying to tell everybody that I can about is our Footprint AI that we're coming out with. So you guys can be pretty excited about that. One of the major differences with the Footprint AI compared to some of the other AIs that you might be seeing around is we're going to be including a lot more social data, social fi aspects to our investment AI. So you're going to be able to not only have some good trades, but you also be able to get like a holistic view, some of the social views around what you're looking at as well, which is super exciting. I'm excited about, uh, this AI has been in the works for months now. So I really I can't wait for it to come out. Should be relatively soon. We're on schedule at the moment. You know what they say when you're on schedule, knock on wood. Um, but yeah, so the investment AI is going to be great. It's going to be helpful if you're, say, if you're a Sin Futures user. You'd love to use the AI to help you with some trades, get you some more data and more information about the trades that you're going to be making. It's great for exchanges as well, great for VCs, everything like that. So can't wait for the investment AI to drop. You guys are gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. It's sweet. Next, I guess we're working on an SDK for games. So that's pretty cool. Essentially, you can just plug in your smart contract, get all the data you need off the rip. We don't even have to index you or index your game. So that's going to make it really accessible to get your games data coming out. Um, and then, yeah, I guess overall, more products, maybe just kind of improving what we got. Maybe I'll give a little bit of a hint while we're on the SynSpace, maybe a little alpha for everybody listening here. But we're looking a lot into some tokenomics lately, doing a lot of research into tokenomics. So take that with what you will. Okay. But other than that, that's kind of it for the products that we've coming out with and kind of what's coming up. So thanks, Keith. Great question.
Yeah, looking forward to hear more about those developments, and I think the anticipation for future developments is certainly interesting always. And it's clear that Footprint is committed to staying at the forefront of innovation in this space. And I'm
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
sure that the community is eagerly awaiting those exciting announcements. So, as we wait for those updates, let's shift gears a bit. How can I was wondering how various user profiles, uh, such as analysts, developers, and crypto enthusiasts can benefit from the diverse offerings of footprint analytics?
Yeah, I mean, for analysts, you're really gonna love because I've explained this earlier, but Footprint does have a zero coding platform, and we organize our data via abstraction layers. So what that means is that we have different kind of tables for our data. For example, like protocol, daily stats, or protocol info, or NFT daily stats. So you can actually go under these categories and find the data that you're looking for on chain a lot quicker, and make it into charts and dashboards without having to use any SQL or SQL, which is great. Me myself, I personally can't write SQL, so it's a great. If what I'm saying is, if I can make a dashboard, you guys, anybody can. And going on even further, so this really just helps like the average crypto enthusiast, right? If you have a project that you're looking for, or you want to track your latest meme coin, that's a great avenue to do it, right? Especially if you don't know how to code or how to use the SQL. It's great, so you can track and make your own kind of dashboards and charts that you care about. We have pretty customizable, which is sweet. So the average crypto enthusiast, I mean, for devs and analysts, we have some APIs that you can just pretty much embed right into your website, which is great, right? And they're free. I forgot to mention, you guys, all this stuff is free. Obviously, we have paid tiered subscriptions, but unless you're really looking for a ton of data, you can get away with most of our free plans. So go check that out, you guys. But yeah, analysts and stuff, you can still use and write, or still use and create charts and dashboards with SQL if you want to do something a little bit more in depth. We got some great community members that use SQL on their charts and dashboards, some analysts, and they make some amazing, amazing dashboards, which are great. And then, like I said, for the devs, APIs are great. We have some enterprise plans as well if you need a ton of data, something super customizable. And another thing that we have, let's say you're trying to do some AI analysis, we have a batch download, so you can download massive amounts of historical data via single protocols or chain in as a whole, run some MLMs or some AI and kind of get an analysis you want. So, for example, Trust the Labs uses our batch download to help identify bots, which is great, and Sybil attacks. So I think that's a pretty cool use case, and it's great for analysts as well to know kind of where the bots are going and where these Sybil attacks are happening, so that they can, and the devs as well, so that they can prepare themselves and fix kind of everything that's going on with either protocols that they care about or something that they're building. So yeah.
Yeah, it's really impressive to see the inclusivity in the design of footprint analytics, and the fact that it caters to analysts, developers, and enthusiasts alike speaks to its versatility. And I think the empowerment of users with different levels of technical expertise is a key theme here. Now, in a space with filled with data providers, what sets Footprint apart and what makes it unique?
So I guess one of the things that, maybe this sounds a little cliche to say, but really sets Footprint apart is just how much we like to kind of innovate on what's being existing, right? So when we first started, doing was super popular, so we came out with, the whole zero coding platform, right? Now, I think right now we're the only source of reference data. So we always kind of try to create something really innovative. I think you guys are going to be quite impressed too when you see the AI that we come out with, and how that is going to be like completely different, compared to some of the other AIs that are coming out, as well as with our growth analytics, right? Bridging the Web 2 and the Web 3. This idea has kind of been building and being improved, um, for the last like 6 months, which is like, also kind of being the first ones there. One of the other things that I should say too, which is kind of sets Footprint apart, is we have a ton of data, right? So we have 20 plus chains right now, with batch download up for 27 chains. We have like 1.8 million NFT collections that gets updated daily across 18 different marketplaces. Tons of GameFi data, some really unique metrics, just ready to use metrics. Like on our research page, you can copy paste a contract address for a game and get like retention rate metrics off the rip, which are great. So try to keep it innovative with the amount of data that we have, with the meta mosaic, keeping it kind of innovative as well, right? We got a little bit of pieces of kind of all these other data providers and data infrastructure protocols out there. A little piece of everybody had a baby, and then you pop out with Footprint. So we want to make it so that, kind of your one-stop hub for everything related to your data inquiries or your data infra, right? You don't need to go from one protocol to another protocol to get all of your needs sorted. We want to get it all done for you guys here with Footprint. So I guess that's kind of where we try to differ and try to keep ourselves unique in this really competitive market.
Yeah, and I think the emphasis on fostering curiosity and also creativity is a refreshing perspective, Alex. And it's clear that Footprint is not just about data; it's about cultivating a mindset of exploration and informed decision making. And I think this philosophy indeed sets it apart in a landscape where meaningful analytics, not just any analytics, can be a game changer. Now, let's explore a bit about the team behind Footprint. Could you please share insights into your team's composition and the roots of Footprint Analytics?
Yeah, I guess you could start with the roots, right? So the founders, they started as early Bitcoin miners, so they got into Bitcoin super super early, which was great, right? And they had worked on a couple different projects like payday lending projects and stuff like this. Traditional Web 2 stuff, and they were quite successful until the government kind of popped around. So fortunately from that, after that, the next step was move into something a little bit more decentralized. And Tony, our co-founder and chairman, he's always been big into the data, and so he started with Footprint. And it's one thing that's really unique with our team is like the core members have been working together for the past 7 years, and the co-founders have been working together for the last 12 years, which is crazy. Obviously, Footprint's only been around for 2 years itself. So it's nice to have a really strong team that can trust each other, that's worked together for so long. It's nice to have that built-in trust and that built-in just how to say here, just built-in know-how, I guess, for how everybody works. So that's quite nice with the team. Right now, we currently have about 20 devs. We got about 5 members on the marketing team, and the growth team, and then we also have a couple accountants and other spread out positions. But one like the big focus here is the devs, right? And that's the reason why Footprint has kind of done so much in such a short amount of time, right? We've only been around for just under 2 years, so having all this data and all these tools, right? Really gotta give a big shout out to our devs and to our CTO Wade. They've just been absolutely killing it, just drilling nose to the grindstone, really helping build Footprint and making what it is. So props to them. They work a hell of a lot harder than me, and I just cannot believe those guys have a social life because they just they've been grinding. So hats off to the devs. Those guys are really kind of what's making Footprint tick. So yeah, I guess that's a little bit about the team. Tony and Navy and Wade Navy's our other co-founder and Wade's our CTO. They've been working together the last 12 years, and yeah, it's just been amazing kind of what we've built so far with Footprint, and it's exciting to see what's going to be coming in the future as well. So, yeah, I guess that's the intro to the team.
Great. Seems the diversity in your team's background is really impressive, Alex, and it's clear that the team's experiences in various domains contribute to the richness of footprint analytics. And I think the combination of TradFi, smart contract development, Bitcoin mining, and uh, data mining experiences creates a well-rounded approach. And it's fascinating to see how these uh, diverse routes converge to shape the path of footprint analytics. So I really enjoyed our discussion, Alex. As we wrap up our discussion about footprint, is there anything else you'd like to share or highlights about the platform or the team?
Nothing really too much more to highlight. I mean, I guess everybody here, we gotta say, trust in the process, right? We got a lot of cool things cooking up here, and they're almost ready to be served. So, we've got a lot of things coming. You guys just hang on tight. In the meantime, if you want to check out what we got going on, we have a really cool research page, so you can kind of stay in the know. You go to research, we have tabs for chains, wallets, NFTs and GameFi, so you can kind of get all the basic metrics and all the little bit more in-depth metrics that you care about right on our research page, and you don't even need to build any dashboards or charts, which is awesome. Great thing. You can check it daily, kind of get in the know, check it once a week, whatever you care about. But it's a sweet little tab. I look at the research tab every day, find new games because I'm personally big into the Web3 gaming. So I always try to look for new games to see what's hot and what's growing. So that being said, that's the only thing I'd really other would like to highlight. I guess just wait and check out our research tab at footprint.network. Uh,
Yeah, your invitation to the community is both warm and compelling, Alex, and it reflects the spirit of collaboration and community-driven innovation at the core of Footprints. And the idea that the platform is a dynamic hub shaped by the insights and contributions of the community is really powerful. And I'm sure many in the audience are now eager to start this journey of discovery with footprint analytics. Thank you very much, Alex, for sharing these valuable insights today. And thank you once again for joining us. And to our participants, thank you very much for joining SynSpace. Stay tuned for future events and discussions. Make sure to follow our Twitter, join our Discord server as well as Footprints, and feel free to ask your questions in our server. I'd like to remind everyone that our V3 testnet is live. Your feedback and suggestions are real valuable to us, so feel free to drop them on our Discord. And the mainnet is also coming very soon. Stay tuned for future SynSpace events where we will continue to explore exciting projects and innovations in this space. Until next time, take care and have a great day. Have a nice day, Alex.
Hey, thanks, Akig. Appreciate you inviting me, bud. That's what's up. And everybody else, thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.